What's good, people? It's your boy, Big Tank Hank, coming at you with another live stream. As you see, right here to the right, well, on the screen, I guess it'd be to the left of me, but to the right of me as I sit here, you got Fishy BIZZ Aquatics. Welcome in, sir. Welcome in, sir.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. What's cracking? What's going on, everybody?
All right, let me do some shout outs right quick.
Right on.
Sean Times, Atkins, what's happening, man? Isis Alexander, that's my wife on the, if y'all see, let me turn the volume down here. All right, yeah, that's my wife down there, Isis Alexander, another one of my moderators, you know. If don't nobody have my back, she got it. Who else we got in the house? Right now, that's everybody. Well, that's cool. That's cool. We're going to get this thing jumped off. I see we got six. We got six lurking. Come on, y'all. Speak up. Speak up. Let me know who's in here so I can holler at you. All right, y'all. We're going to get right into this thing. We got Fishy BIZZ. We're going to find out a little bit about him. You know, get a little personal. You know,
What's up, Sean?
Everybody that know him can re-know him, and those that don't know him, here's your first look at him. Sir, how we doing? How we doing?
Man, it's been a day. Let's just say that. Not too bad. Not too bad. Happy to be here. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Big Tank.
Man, I'm glad to have you here, man. I'm glad to have you here. Hey, I want you to say your call phrase for me right quick so everybody can hear it, you know.
Oh man, I usually just start off with what's cracking, YouTube. You already know I come in the live chats. What's cracking? No, just not in, you know. Just try to bring that St. Louis flavor all the time. What's up, Bob? I see you in there.
Mr. Kayla,
John Times, how you doing? Atkins, how you doing?
Bob was having. I see you sneaky in. There you go. All right, sir. So, is that a Moscow Mule you got there, or just a car?
That's it, Moscow Mule. Yeah. Got to unwind my Fridays, man. I almost had my hookah going, but it was going to take me too long.
All right. Hey, before we get started, y'all, I got an announcement. I have been blessed by Raw Fish Aquatics with 2 gift cards. I'm gonna give one out tonight. $10 to his actual store. Hey, when I say that's a come up right there, that's a come up. I'm doing one
that's
this
what's up.
week, and I'm doing one next week. A little bit later on in the stream, I'll give you the particulars on how we're gonna do this little old contest. It's gonna be a numbers thing. My wife already came up with a number, and I'm gonna tell y'all what it is. And she's her and Mr. Atkins. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna send in messenger Mr. Atkins, let you know what the number is also. And so y'all can be watching to see who comes in first with that number, and I'm gonna bestow them with a little gift of fishiness.
That's what's up. What's up, Priscilla?
Priscilla,
you already know who it is.
What's going on? What's going on, Priscilla? Mr. 3000 in the house. What's happening?
3000.
Right. So where you from, man? Where you from?
St. Louis, Missouri. My parents from Shreveport, Louisiana, so they raised me kind of country. I didn't know we was middle class till I was like almost out of high school. Yeah, buddy. It was cornbread and milk, collard greens and yams, and oatmeal for breakfast, and that's all I thought we had. You know what I'm saying? Mama made it happen.
Okay, now what you saying that? You eat grits?
I'm sorry?
You eat grits?
Absolutely.
With sugar or salt and pepper?
You know what? I don't do a lot of sugar, man. I know Southern cats do the sugar, man. My wife does sugar and spaghetti, and I just can't understand it. I don't know where that's from. We've always did salt and pepper, and the grits, I really just do butter. I'll do butter and I do pepper, Maybe that'll be about it. I try to keep away from salt now. But yeah, I just really do butter and pepper.
Okay, because
But I know they sprinkle that sugar in there, get that sweet.
I like the sugar in mine.
I feel you. You know what I do like though? I like sugar.
Don't.
Okay. You know what I do like? I like sugar rice though. Like if it's rice in the morning for breakfast, throw a little. My wife make a little sugar rice. You know what I'm saying? And then she do the andouille sausage and cut it up.
Okay.
Morning. And in the evening, I just have to have like butter rice if I have like a steak or something like that. You know what I'm saying? A little gravy on it.
Yeah, see, my wife, she make the with the rice, on the side, or she make the gravy. Me, morning, noon, and night, I'm putting sugar on my rice.
Okay, all right.
Sugar and spaghetti. Hey, Mr. Times, I asked that question because there's some battles that's been going on. He hit me first with the sugar and the spaghetti because that was going to be one I was going to ask about.
Yeah.
I don't like sweet spaghetti sauce, but
I don't.
There's people that do it.
She does it faithfully. When I make spaghetti, and I also don't like I like spaghetti wet. Like more, I like a lot of sauce.
Okay.
Sauce on my spaghetti, so I do like sauce, noodles. I mean, a good contrast, but more. And I like chunky, so I like diced tomatoes, or maybe I might do whole tomatoes and cut them like in half tomatoes. But and I like a lot of tomato. I'm really tomatoey with mine, and it has to be like a wet spaghetti. Like it still has to be some sauce down when I get done with the noodles.
You don't run no bread down through it, do you?
You know it. You got to top it up with the biscuit. You already know what it is. You already know. Got to get that roll going.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, man. Folks been battling. Raw Fish Aquatics in the house. What's happening, sir? We gonna thank you. I just announced to the people that you blessed them with 2 gift cards, man. We're gonna get one on this stream and one on next week. $10, people. $10. Raw Fish Aquatics, man. Look.
Hey, Royal. Hey, standing gesture, man. We appreciate you, man. Sean is crazy, man. Like it moist. Hey, the wet stuff is the best stuff.
Hey, let me tell you. Oh, let me put my microphone in. Somebody say they couldn't hear me. All right, how about now? Can you hear me better? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're great.
Hey, that Sean is that's a partner of mine. When I tell you a comedian 24/7, man, look.
I love it. I'm all about it.
We used to hang out real tough in our younger days. Now we married with kids.
Okay, right on. Right on.
Yeah, Christian brothers and Sunny Delight, and all this different stuff.
3 stacks, let me hear you better now. You say you're good to go.
All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, Recon. Hey, man, I put up a video where I put on the title, that I've been on YouTube like 12 years, but I just been doing the fish on YouTube for just under 2. And I had a workout fitness channel, Big Preacher Fit. Well, I made a lot of those videos, but I didn't get any traction over there because first of all, and when you talk about bodybuilding and lifting weights and everything, that's a very selfish hobby. And in order to make any kind of ground over there, you have to play on people's image. You got to hype them. You got to, at all times, it's like you're stroking egos. And since I was never that dude, those videos just sat over there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm like, man, hey, I have a platform now where there are people here that seem to actually care about each other. And I have a few eyes on me now, so I had a little unction, from my God. He said, hey, that's what those videos were for. I didn't have you make them for this channel. I had to make them to hold them for this channel.
Mm-hmm.
And
I saw a couple of those big preach fits. Hey, you was throwing up some weight, baby. Hey, you was hitting the Planet Fitness hard.
They were trying to hit the little buzz on, woo! But I'm like, why are you hitting the alarm on me, man? What's going on? I'm not bothering nobody.
Yeah. They'll definitely do it.
All right. So, hey, man, what was your, as far back as you can think, what was your first?
I got you, Priscilla.
First fish, first tank. Can you remember?
Yeah. I had to been like maybe 8th grade. 8th grade, I got a small hexagon tank. Little tall hexagon tank, and I had I want to say it was a beta, if I'm not mistaken. I think I had a beta the very first time because went to the store, and they go in there and they tell you, yeah, we have some Siamese fighting fish. They don't call it a beta. You'd be like, oh, Siamese fighting fish, let's get it. It's like, yeah, if you put these two little cups together and they see each other, they start flaring out. I was like, oh. And then I was like, yo, can I get that? Can I get that? Can I get that? And got that. And got that. And killed that. Killed it. Did not know, the ins and outs. Yeah. And, you just kind of like just happy to see it. But if it's not fighting, then you're just kind of looking at it like, man, this thing just kind of you just don't know the beauty of it. When you're just trying to see it get down.
For real.
So I used to put a mirror up to it. Go crazy, Thor. Drive them mug insane.
Yeah, I definitely know what you're talking about. I definitely know what you're talking about.
Right. So, you know what? I think he hopped out. I don't know what happened to him because he wasn't in the tank. Then it started smelling fishy for like after a week, and didn't know where it was coming from. And then I think my mom ended up finding it, and it was like all bad. And she just kind of took the little hexagon and put it in the basement where I couldn't find it. It was like So, that was it. That was it for that.
Yeah, hey, them betters, man. Talking about they'll do it. Oh my God. That's my. I'm not gonna say my full spirit animal, but that's my spirit fish. I got a few of them in here, and yeah, I done lost a couple because they decided that something outside the tank was more interesting than inside of it. Unfortunately, what you say that, Priscilla? Hey man, Priscilla, hey, if nothing else, hey, I'm gonna tell you a little something. I'm a Baltimore Ravens fan, and Ray Lewis, that was my boy. Ray Lewis had me when I was coaching Little League football, hyping them little 6-year-olds up with them pregame speeches and them halftime speeches. Priscilla, if just the energy I give with what I say does it, I'm not even tripping. I believe in energy, and I believe in giving. I don't run out of that type of energy. Not ever. I pour into you. I can feel you. I can feel people's spirit like that. You don't stand next to me in a line somewhere and you look like you'd have been going through something. I'm gonna make you talk to me. Man.
Ray Lewis was the truth. I was growing up in St. Louis. You pretty much are a Rams fan. You adopt them, and we won the championship, put us on the map. It was crazy. That's when Kurt Warner, Marshall Faulk, Torrey Holt. But we also had Jerome Bettis, the bus, and he used to go to work. Now our boys is down in L.A. them built that beautiful state-of-the-art stadium, I guess I would have had to leave too.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
right.
Facts.
Yeah, I was a bus fan back in my days. I tried to be a running back. I was pretty good, but I was a big boy. And especially in the country, they want to place you by size if they can, or if your parents own something in town, you might get to play what you want to play.
Oh wow.
But I mean, it's like that. I had some nice feet. I was just a big boy. I could tip around on them, but I was just a big boy. So they wanted me to play where they wanted me to play, and I didn't want to play there. So I decided to do other things.
I think. Have you ever seen a Friday Night Lights?
Oh, the kids.
Friday Night. Isn't it down in Texas?
It's Texas. It is.
Man, they brutal down there. I was like, man, they take football to a whole new level with these youngsters, boy.
Yes.
Get in the fight, they get to yelling at them. I was like, whoa. So
I used to be an assistant coach with a guy who would like poach kids, and kids would like stay with him during the football season. And I mean, these are little kids, to win that little Super Bowl, he'd have kids. I'm like, dude, for real, you just stole that guy from that team, to play Little League football? Are you getting a check that I don't know about?
Yeah, they take that, and it's definitely a passion once, and then you almost sometimes you're teetering between being very passionate and then just being egregious. Like you're doing like way too much, yo. Like you gotta relax. You gotta relax. Like,
you have to.
But you know what? It wasn't until I got into coaching, because I was a basketball player. I played in high school and college, and when I started coaching, it gets like that. You see these kids' potential, and you just want the best for them, and you just want it so much that you just end up wilding out. I would never sit down at a game. I would be walking. I'd be, hey, sit down, go get them, man. Hey, what are you doing? Like, wow. Look, I think parents used to come just to watch me just go bonkers on the sideline.
Yeah, I had a parent one time. She was sitting next to my wife in the stands, and I'm a passionate guy, but my passion is true passion for the kids having fun. I want them to win, but I want them to be able to think outside themselves. You want to win, so I'm trying to show you how to play unselfishly for your teammates, to win.
Sure.
And they were saying, "Oh, that guy's so mean. He's this, he's that." And my wife was saying, "No," because I guess it was the first time they had seen me. And during that time, I was 300. I was like 320 pounds. During that time, I was a beast for real. So a long beard. And she was like, "No, just wait, listen to him and watch what he does." You know what I'm saying? Just watch what he does. We got there.
That was me. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Try to say what's up. What's up, Ant?
Yeah, they'll be like
friends.
Just watch it. What's happening, Anthony?
Yeah.
Chewy, welcome in, Chewy.
Chewy, my man. What up, Chewy?
And how did you get into cichlids?
Tell you what, it's kind of wild. We have a store not too far from where I live at. I've done a couple of tours in there, and I've gotten a couple of my fish from. What up, dear Fred? It's called Malawi Aquatics, and they had some of the biggest fish I have seen, and I used to frequent in there quite a bit, and that was like my first LFS. Normally you go to the big box stores and you get this, then the third, and whatever, you talk to them and you think they're knowledgeable about everything. And
Candy, Joe,
excuse me. But after a while, you start going to like PetSmart, Petco, you see these small fish and get a couple. You don't really read up on them. You just kind of have them and keep them and stuff like that. And I used to go into Malawi Aquatics and talk to the owner there, and just really didn't know until I got into the fish community, LFS, you know what I'm saying, local fish store, whatever. And, they are so passionate because they get these fish and they keep them and they want them to go to good homes and stuff like that. And they are charging these prices where you're just like, dude, what, $60 for that fish? Like, what's that? What kind of fish is that? Why is it so much? And they, you know, they have to keep the lights on. So they you know, they got to charge what they got to charge because, you know, they're getting these, you know, they have to do it. So I like a lot of color in the tank. And I used to see these, the African cichlids, and they used to tell me like, okay, so look, the males, they color up. The females, they look kind of drab. Maybe you get a female with some color, but you know, these are what we have. And they would have all of them in the tanks. And I would look at them and I was like, man, I could get like a red one and put it together with a blue one. And that one got a blue face with red stripe. And I just kind of like look at it like that. And then I decided to up and get a couple and just went from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like I've been going in and out with cichlids. I really like those what is it, Malawi eye biters.
Yeah.
You know, that's
the big ones. Yeah.
That's a fish for me right there, man.
Yeah. Big tank need a big tank eye biter.
Hey, early on in my channel, I think I still have a video up. I had a OB eye biter.
Oh, that's classic.
And he was about
I'm an OB fan.
He was about 3 inches long. I had I had a 55 gallon in this room and I had a 60 gallon in here, right?
Ooh, okay.
But I had like I had two eye biters and I had some Oscars. So, you know, I had African and then South American and then all together and stuff. But I mean, it was the big tank. They were small. Me waiting on them to, you know, to get big. I was like,
take a little minute.
You know.
Yeah. I'm a fan of the OBs. I'm turning my 75 gallon to an all OB tank. And I think when I first got into the tanking community, everybody was like, man, this dude is doing OBs, man. That's been there, done that, this, that, and the third. I don't know how long St. Louis has been on fish, but they love OBs here. And so I still like them. And hey, you know, you kind of go with where you at, you know? Yeah. So if locally the fish stores are wanting OBs and they're buying OBs, and I go to the fish club meetings and I'll go to the fish club auctions and OBs are selling here in St. Louis, then it looks like that's where you got to rock with.
Yeah.
Now, of course, you know, the guppies and everything else, those, you know, people who are into them, they are just, hey, they guppy people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't tell the difference. I've got a tank full of, I don't know, man. One got leopard print. I just start making up my own. I got a strawberry lemonade because he's red and yellow. I got a blue raspberry in there.
Hey,
they just turn into flavors.
I'm gonna tell you, with those guppies, you'll see a strain and they'll say this is a blah 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 strain, right? You may see it 5 or 6 times. This fish show up again over here and it's got another name because people are they gonna just say, I'm like, how you changing the name? And I don't see it. I don't see that in anything else though.
Dude, let me tell you something. I didn't realize the affinity for small fish because I've always, like I said, I've just kind of been with the cichlids, medium-sized cichlids.
Welcome, Fox's Fishes.
Oh,
speaking of Fox's Fishes.
What's up, Foxies? They just seem like food. They call them feeder guppies and feeder fish. Oh, you just feed them to everything else. I never thought twice about them. And it wasn't until I got into the current high school I'm at, which is my old high school I graduated from. I'm teaching in there, and one of the teachers had a 55 gallon full of guppies and some dojo loaches and some tetras and some platies and just a nice little community tank, you know, for the students to come in and sit down and look at and stuff like that. And I started looking at them and I started watching them. I'm looking at them like, okay, I can see why people are into them. They're not boring. They're
not boring.
They're colorful. And the same reason why I like cichlids, because they're busy and they're colorful and they, you know, they're all over the place. And so I was like, oh man, they just like some baby cichlids, man. I just mess with them for a little while with some pretty tails. I just call it like I see it, you know. Which I know is irritating to like a guppy lover. Like, man, what did you call that thing? A strawberry lemonade? Who is this guy?
He's so disrespectful.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Dude playing with African cichlids, man. We stopped doing that in the 50s, man. Dang, bro. Dang. And he's 2020, he still got cichlids. Whatever, man.
Hey.
I do what I like. I like color, and so I like them. I like them.
I had somebody looked at one. He looked at one of my videos today, and you know, he come in. He was like, you know, hey, beautiful fish. And I say one thing about it, man. I say keep what you like, and you take care of them better.
That's a fact. That's real. That's real.
Keep what you like. Like I got some scaped better tanks up here, man. That, you know, folks be like, man, what are you doing? I'm like, hey, you know, hey, the beauty, you know, deserves beauty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, and I got a boy over here that won best in show in the Anabantoy Project Anabantoy contest in August. You know what I'm talking about? So he got to represent. He got to represent, man.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Got to represent, man.
What's your take on the flower horn? Everybody, I know they go wild with them. What you think about it?
I tried it for a minute because somebody, and I don't even know if I can say tried it for a minute because they were fried and they were like 1.5 inches long. But a guy traded me 4 flower horn for one of those 55s, the 55 and the 6 I was telling you about.
Yeah.
He was like, I got some fry, man. You know, I'm like, I know what could possibly be with the flower horns. So I was like, hey, let me go and get them, you know. So I had them here, and, you know, they're not guppies, especially when they're fried, you know.
Okay.
But a grown one, I've seen a few red ones that I really liked with the longer body, proportion body to that nuchal hump wasn't quite as extreme compared to the body that I found somewhat appealing. But for the most part, I'm not big on them. I tried to do it, but
y'all can hate me if you want. They do not look attractive, man. That big fat hump, and it looked like a whole brain coming out of them. But I started to look at them. They have some very pretty ones. It wasn't until I got to Aquatics last year when it was just tanks and tanks of them. And I was like, man, they really love these things. And people get to playing with the hump. And oh, no. Good, man. No. I'm cool on that. Like, oh, my God. And they get excited when you get the rubbing on their hump. Like, you got to relax, Fishy. hey, you got to chill. I know it's not called a hump, Priscilla. Don't do this now. It's a weird word, and I'm gonna pronounce it wrong, and it's gonna sound sexy, and I don't want to. I forgot what it's called.
Hey, and I don't care how you say it. It's gonna still sound the same way.
It sound nasty, sexy.
Hey, that may be why I couldn't do them. You know, I looked at them like, man, somebody's gonna ask me about that hump, and I'm gonna have to tell them what it is. I don't know if I want to have that conversation.
Oh my God. They do. Dead Fred said they're ugly, but they got hella personality. I'm with it. They really are. I've seen people feed them, play with them. They come when you call them. Look, I've always said I'm not a big cat person because they sneaky and they up at night and they
disrespectful.
And man, they don't. You open the door and they be like, man, why you here? Like, you know what I'm saying? Man, I live here. Like, I gotta have a conversation with this cat, man. Dogs, they come, boom, so happy to see you. Glad you're here. Tail wagging, jumping. So I'm a dog person, and I always told myself when I get a pet, man, if it don't come when I call it, but that daggone flower horn comes when you call it. I'm like, oh man, I got to get one of those. Some people train their cat to come when they call, but I'm a dog person. True.
I'm gonna say it like this: if you want taken away from the look, because some people like the look, get an Oscar, man.
Okay.
I had a big old Oscar, a few years back, man. This rascal knew, he could tell that it was me, through the tank. It didn't matter who was coming by, whatever. He knew it was me, personality, the whole nine. Feed him. No. I started off feeding him with a toothpick, No,
I haven't seen your tablet, son. You should be in bed, G. Is that a wet pamper? You know better. Trying to wean him out of that, man. That's my 3-year-old, man. He come down here with the saggiest pamper. He been wearing drawers all day. I'm trying to get him out of it. Now, as soon as nighttime comes, I can relax. No.
He say he's on break. He's on break.
Trying to get him together. Son, your tablet's upstairs, man. Daddy's busy.
Yeah, Priscilla, you starting something. They can't say it. Thank you. You're welcome. She said you're welcome. Thank you. No. You might get Funk to say it. What's happening, Funk?
Fantastic. I made it in.
Oh my goodness.
El Funko.
Let's see. 11 o'clock. Hey, we're gonna go and do this giveaway. What we gonna do, y'all? For those that wasn't privy to the first announcement, hold on, I had a brain for it. Raw Fish Aquatics. Sorry, man. Raw Fish Aquatics donated some gift cards, $10 gift cards for his website. $10. Hey, you talking about a blessing. I'm sorry, it's a blessing. I wish he had asked somebody else, and I could have been in that chat, and I got it. You know what I'm saying? But what we're gonna do? I got one for this week. I'm gonna do one for next week. I'm gonna give you a number. Well, no, I'm gonna let you guess a number from 1 to 100. Don't start. From 1 to 100. Miss Alexander, I'm gonna need you to set the timer. We're gonna go from between 1 and 100, and whoever guesses that number, if more than one person actually guesses the number, we're gonna have a runoff of some type. I was trying to figure out what's the best way to do it, and this seemed like the best way that we can do it. Set the timer for, I guess, a minute. We can do a minute. All right, everybody. Hold on, Miss Alexander. Let me know when you're ready. You gotta let me know in the chat. Are you still there?
Candy's in the place. That's how you know it's real now,
right? Hey y'all. Miss Alexander is my wife, and she's in the other room. I'm talking to her through the stream, but I guess I can holler to the other side. Baby, you in there?
That's how it be,
right? Okay. Okay, one of my moderators, somebody put their hands up. Who want to do the timing for me? Because I think she done stepped out of the room. Mr. Atkins, you still in the house?
I say, yep, there Atkins is right there.
Okay.
Bob has his hand up.
What? No what?
Right, Funk.
You said go?
No, you're not in that toilet. You better not be in that toilet.
Okay, she said go on the chat. Y'all go ahead between 1 and 100. You got 60 seconds.
Go. don't know if that was 60, but that was a little Jeopardy Love remix, you know.
Hey, before I put this on here, if I do the this chat to the guests, it's only coming to you, right? Is that how that works?
Private chat.
Yeah, is that just gonna come to you?
Yeah, I think that's just me. Ah, very nice. Very nice. Let's see who get it. I'm scrolling up to see.
I see it already.
Do you?
Yep.
Na 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 na.
Yeah, just one guess.
Oh, I see it too. Na 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 na.
How close are we to the time?
Hold on. I'm gonna send you another private chat to see if it's the same person we're looking at. You ready?
Yep. Yep.
All right. Oh, all right.
Yes, ma'am. Is the time up? She sent me the winner, but didn't put on that time was up.
What's up, 23?
Okay, 1 minute is over. 1 minute is over. And I'm not gonna hold y'all. Huh? I see 1 minute is over up here. We good. The winner is Dead Fred. The number was 21. 21.
Good job, Dead Fred. Aquafunk, stop. You didn't win. It's over. Canceled, son. It's done, son.
Funk, what's with the cheating spirit, Funk? What's with the cheating spirit, man?
Dirty pool, Funk.
One Dirty Platter, what's happening? Welcome to the stream, sir. Color Guppies, welcome to the stream. Dead Fred, I need you to send your email. Oh, I wasn't here. You should have had Cameron open the door. Send me your email or some way that I can send the code to you. It came up on the tablet, but it didn't come up on the phone. You just went with your birthday, huh? Oh, okay. Oh, that is on your name, huh? Okay.
How could a Fred so alive be called dead?
Hey, you want to break it down to him? He explained it last week. Let me see. Let me steal that.
Look, Aqua's still pulling at grapes. Look at him. Fred said, "Pass it over my way."
Ices. Hey, so your moderator shouldn't be in the house with you. You're supposed to be talking to your moderator on screen. I think it makes it more simple. It makes it more simple when your moderators are just in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Let me find that. Dead Fred, we're gonna get that right out to you. I'm sending you the code. It's the first one. And his email is in the chat. Huh? So you can email it to him. No, Funk, don't say it. I used to feel like that. I used to feel like that till last week, Funk. I was looking at the results for the Project Anabantoid contest, man, and they were announcing each individual category, and I wasn't winning. I'm like, man, see, that's what I'm talking about right there. It's a conspiracy. I don't win nothing. And then they get to the last one and announce best in show, man. I want to run laps. Let's see. How do I copy that? Can I copy that from here? No, I guess not.
So Big Tank, question.
What's happening?
When I peeped a couple of your vids, I know you in the endlers.
Yep.
Now, and then you told me that you had 60-gallon tanks and everything else. How'd you go from 60 gallons and down to your 10 gallons and now messing with endlers?
Well, I was endlers. I was actually into endlers before that.
Okay.
And I was breeding them and and taking them to my LFS. Few people. But the old school me that had Oscars and Pacus, clown knives, he tried to resurface.
Okay.
So then I ended up with this one tank with a bunch of male guppies in it. Now, if they were in a 20-gallon, even a 40 breeder, they may have looked like more. But in a 60-gallon, it was just the top layer. When they come eating, the rest is all this water. So my fish room is very small here. It's a walk-in closet. It's very small. I mean, over trial and error, I done got it situated pretty good. I got 9 tanks in here with a nice little floor space right there that I'm sitting in. But I want to be able to have more fish, utilize more space. And since I like guppies and things like that anyway, I was like, man, I trade these big tanks and I can probably get a bunch of 10s just trading these, and it was pretty easy. And then I got to like 20 longs. 20 longs is my go-to. That's my favorite one. I have 4 20 longs. 1, 2, 3, 4 20 longs, 4 10s, and I have a tank pond running. One of my 10s got a crack in the bottom of it week before last. Broke my heart. But it's now sitting in the garage, so I'm down one, but
okay. I'm
gonna come back here pretty soon. But yeah, I don't know, I just like the little multi-tank syndrome type of scenario. If I sit here and I'm looking at all this differentness around me, the big single. I mean, for God's sake, we have a Yorkshire Terrier now. I used to have pit bulls. I had bull mastiffs. I had American bulldogs. Back in the day. Whereas now,
my next dog has got to be a cane corso. I had a Roddy. I had to put him down, and I never picked up another dog again, man. But I fell in love with these cane corsos. It's got to be a big dog. But that probably won't happen if I'm still with my wife, because she hates all dogs, terrified of them, all of them.
if you still with her, hey, would you just trying to sneak that by?
I was just saying.
Okay.
Just saying. No. Man, that's something else. Yeah.
That was like the conversation earlier with SLC Aquatics about the during that stream about the tanks and what wives allowing and not allowing.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. It could get serious sometimes.
Hey, when we moved into this house, I thought I was gonna dome off the garage, and it was going down. And we moved in. I was like, I'm gonna get some insulation over there on the door right there. Yeah. Then over here, I'm gonna do this.
Plans. Yeah, you got plans.
And my wife say, we using the garage. Look, we using the garage.
Yeah, your plans never trump their plans.
So I'm trying to figure out now how to still use the garage, but also use the garage, and I'm coming up with some stuff. We have 1 car, 2-car garage, you know what I'm saying? Okay. I'm coming up with some stuff.
I'm with it.
I have power outlet on one side, and that's the side we park on. So I'm gonna have to figure my way out through that with some rerouting or whatever. But I'm gonna get that done. Get you
some get it popping with some extension cords and some power surges. Get it popping.
Few surge protectors. Yeah, going old school.
I done plugged a surge protector in a surge protector. Give me a little lift. Oh.
He said to see where my power is set up, you know.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Oh, he said just split the garage in half. Yes. Hey. See, I don't know how to build frame walls and all that, so I'm trying to figure that part of it out.
What up, Streetwise?
Yeah, band dogs. I like band dogs myself now. Colored guppies. Oh, y'all done seen your dogs on Instagram, colored guppies. That is right.
I peeped your ghost shrimp. Your ghost shrimp. Hey, every time I look at a tank and it says ghost shrimp, and are they in there? You gotta wait till they eat something colored up before you be like,
hey, and their eggs are green. So if you got a berry female, you good. Yeah, you good. But
you can see.
Hey, and
yeah,
I got white substrate. So
look, it's like the invisible man in that tank. I saw you had a good close up on that one that was running around with the green eggs. I was like, oh, there it is. It's right there.
Hey, I'm gonna blame Priscilla in here. I'm gonna blame Priscilla in here for me getting these red shrimp from her, and then I got some from Mr. Dobbins. I got some black shrimp. So I'm like, man, let me see what else. I'm gonna go up the street and get me some of these clear shrimp. I'm gonna have me three types of shrimp in here. I'm gonna breed these shrimp. Yeah, put them on that white substrate. And
you be looking in there. Is it in there? Throw you some fire eels in that joint. I bet you find them then. They
get somewhere.
Get them, boy.
Get somewhere. Most definitely.
Yeah.
Hey, what is if right now you had a choice, had all the money in the world, what fish, other than your sickness, what fish would you have?
I probably have to roll with a peacock bass, man. Hey, I was watching some viral videos on those boys. They get huge, and they are pretty cool, man. I like their colors, and I like their mannerisms. They look like they don't play, they don't mess around. You know, I like that Malawi trout. I think that's a pretty cool fish too. A Malawi hawk or whatever. Those are some pretty cool fish. They get huge, they get big, but I'm gonna tell you what, my favorite fish that I've gotten, and I would love to have maybe a tank full of them, would be arrowhead puffer. Puffer. And I'll tell you a little reason why. We had a LFS. Guess I must have been in college because I was driving out there to this place and they closed down. But I had wanted some piranhas because, of course, you know, I was in my violent stage because I was already in 8th grade. I was trying to fight betters. Hey, look, we got better fights in my house, man. Let's go.
I used to fight crickets, man.
Did you really?
If nobody knew, if you could find them in close quarters, they gonna fight.
That's crazy. Hey, they find a way, don't they? Hey, y'all be hustling. Look, and so I went to the store. I was like, man, I'm trying to get some piranhas, and he was like, well, what you want them for? I was like, duh.
You have to ask.
Yeah, I feed it a whole leg of lamb. I saw The Last Dragon. Did you see what they had in that 250-gallon? No one knows. You know why? Because nobody was trying to look in that water. As soon as you put that leg in there, it was. And he's like, well, the piranha's a little skittish, man. You probably won't see them eat all the time like that. It won't go crazy like you think it is. He said, but let me show you something over here that you could check out. And I said, all right. So I'm looking at this little lump in the bottom of the tank. I was like, what is this? He said, these are arrowhead puffers. I said, like the blowfish joints. Like he's like, yeah. I was like, all right, well, what's up with it? So he said, watch. He put a night crawler in there, big thick night crawler. He just dropped it in there, so it's floating down. Man, that fish looked up and saw it. Man, he moved up on it and he ripped that mug apart. And I was like, oh my God. And the second one, it was like, you remember Lady in the Tramp when they was eating the man, they tore that mug up and one of them just ripped the last piece out of the other one's mouth. I was like, oh snap, this is crazy. He said, man, this is not it. He said, check this out. He threw a feeder goldfish in there. When they looked at it, boy, it came up from the bottom. Man, the goldfish was like this. He was just swimming. He was like, uh-oh. Before he knew it, boom, that mug had sucked the stomach off of him. Just bit the stomach off of him. And it was just this half of the fish. And he was like this. Then the other one came around, bit the face. I was like, oh my God. Yeah, I'll take both of them. I'll take both of them. Man, I love them. I love them arrowheads, and I was feeding them, of course, night crawlers and feeding them goldfish.
Are they like those potato puffers? You know the potato puffers?
Yeah, and you know what they look. If you took a first glance at it, it looks just like a decoration. They just look like a little lump, like a little rock, because you don't see the puffer tail. Of course, they bury into the substrate. And you just kind of just really just see their eyes sometimes. But when you see them after they eat, you see they got the belly up and they still got that fan tail on the back of them. And then they'll bury up under the substrate again until it's time to hunt. It's time to hunt, baby. And they were getting bigger. And I was asking what else they can eat. And they eat crawdads. This is great. I eat crawdads. Calling crawdaddies down south. Most
people.
I'm
at the Cricket Fight Club. He said I eat crawfish. They eat crawfish.
So I would put them in there, and I would just see how. Like the first time I put them in there, I was like, well, "How's he going to get past the?" So they would actually watch the crawfish, and it would pass by. Pinchers are this way, and they would come around the back of them and bite the tail off so it can't flutter off, and they'll eat them from the back end. And I'm like, man, they are vicious. I like these. So I definitely, if I was going for a big fish, and I had all the money and I had a tank and stuff like that, it would definitely be like a peacock bass, Malawi hawk, Malawi trout. But I still have an affinity for those puffers. Those puffers. Okay. If I had a huge tank, I think the people that have been on my live streams when I was rolling knows what I would get. I don't know if anybody in there still remembers that I am a big, avid dolphin fan.
A real dolphin.
And I speak dolphin every now and again.
Hey. Already. Hey, in that case, Ben, if I had a really big tank, I'd have a great white in it. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that sounds like a big tank Hank fish.
I was having a talk with my son today, actually. We were talking about Greenland sharks being poisonous, like eating them.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And I was explaining to him, I was like, Greenland sharks, it's been a long time. I said, I think that's a pretty recent find, blah, blah. I'm breaking it down. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. I was like, boy, when I was young, I was Shark Week.
Hey, I'm a big fan of Shark Week. I watch it, boy. Hey.
I had every kind of rubber shark you could find. I can remember having a tank when I was little that had just rubber sharks in it. I made little pedestals where it looked like they were swimming. Just my tank, no live fish. I had sharks in my fish tank.
Oh man, that's crazy. Have you ever tried shark?
No, I haven't eaten any.
I tried it for the first time. We got a place called Cybergs up here, and they supposedly specialize in shark appetizer.
Okay.
I really didn't want to, but I think I was thinking the school had a like a happy hour or something, and they went ahead and pulled it out, and I tried it. It's not, I'm a catfish eater. It was, I did not enjoy it.
Hey, look.
Hey,
If I had enough money.
Oh, that's why you're saying no.
Yeah, that's like a garage situation.
Hey, the wives are not going for it.
Oh. Hey, you talking about the have you had alligator?
Yes, I have had alligator.
Now that's a delicious morsel for me though.
Oh yeah, that's
a delicious morsel.
I tell you what, when I was growing up, I rarely stayed in St. Louis because I told you both of my parents, they met in Louisiana, Shreveport, Louisiana, and they became educators when they came up here to St. Louis to get jobs and teach. And so my mom was a home economics teacher, and my dad was a social studies teacher. So, on those Martin Luther King days and those Good Fridays and the weekend and winter break and we would be down in Louisiana. I'd be kicking it with my cousins down south in the country at my grandma's house, and we'd be catching crawdads and eating at the Sizzler. And yeah, you catch you some alligator meat down south. Get you a whole bunch of different kind of meat that you might not want to. Hey. Mess around and catch you some meat. And
yeah, there's a lot of stuff that was being consumed when I was younger that I couldn't bring myself to. I just really, really couldn't.
Yeah, it's a diamondback terrapin, man. So I've had turtle before. I have had turtle before.
I don't know if I have to. I don't know. I had some soft shell. My cousin had fried some soft shell and those soft shell crabs, the soft shell turtle, like the whole crab, which surprised me. I'm like, hey, this is a whole crab. I'm supposed to just bite this, and yes was the answer. But I can't say.
Yeah, right into that thing.
I can't say that the turtle, unless it's different with the diamondback terrapin, but I can't say that it tastes like the alligator. Cause that texture.
Diamondback terrapin sound expensive. It sound like hey, you was getting that bankroll out for that. That's exclusive. Yeah, we got the diamondback terrapin back here in the VIP, man. You got the dough, we got the stuff.
Ooh, terrapin? Yes, we upgrade. Is that like a turtle? Yes and no.
Yes and no. Well, facts.
Oh
man, that's good stuff. Good stuff.
It's a gator, rattlesnake, squirrel.
You do you fish at all, Hank?
No, I haven't fished in so many years, and I used to be almost everyday fisherman, like in high school.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I had my stuff in the trunk of my car. I get out of school, I'm headed to the little pond for a couple of hours. I'm making my own DIY traps before DIY was a thing,
Right.
I DIY fish traps, and man, I was forever on some water. And then it just, I met my wife, and and it became grown, and the focus she didn't fish, so I'm like, okay, well, hey, we'll find some other.
You're killing independent Hank ISIS. Hey, wife gonna turn me off. Hey, you can't hang out with that guy. Let me call his wife.
Hey, he said it, baby. It wasn't me.
it's a fine line in trying to figure out what it is that you can still do and still be comfortable, man. And because once that family is built and all of that, you gotta kind of do what you gotta do. Gotta kind of do what you gotta do.
I was blessed to be able to cook, you know. So when I was battering the pork chops, you know, and the catfish, that kind of like got her, you know.
Okay, all
so
right.
she'll bend a little bit. She'll bend a little bit with me with things, you know.
Okay, you know how to hook the fish. not that you're a fish, Miss Isis. I'm just, you know, it was a metaphor pun,
right? You know,
it was a punaphor, a metaphor
intended.
Comedy style.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, that's what's up. No, it sounds weird, but it tastes good.
Like a chicken egg. Ew. No chicken egg.
I'll tell you something. When they were just talking, they said, a chicken egg or something?
Yeah, kind of. He said like a chicken egg.
What is it?
I almost ended up Filipino wine. Let me see. What were y'all talking about up there? Kind of like a chicken egg. Had snails in the Philippines. Is that what you're talking about? The snails?
I'll tell you what.
I'm not eating no snails.
I have.
No, I can't do it.
When I was in high school, I was like a gopher at a dental practice. It was small practice, and everybody in high school was either working at McDonald's or pushing carts at Snooks. And I told the dentist, I said, look, I'm aspiring to be a pediatrician. I'm not trying to flip no burgers, and I'm not trying to push no carts. I was like, can I work up in your dental office just to see how it's done? And she was like, you know what? I like that. She said, sure. And so I started learning how to do, you be in the operatories with her. Like I learned how to develop x-rays. Then I started learning how to take x-rays. Then I would sit chairside with her while she was working in the mouth and stuff like that. This lady was loaded, G. Like she was an older lady, about 70 something years old. She cared about her staff. And at the end of the year, she had stock in Disneyland. She had stock at Sam's. So she would feed us every lunch period. Lunchtime, she would have us stay there. She sent us to Disney World to stay on a resort for like 4 days. And it was pretty cool. She had a lake house in the Lake of the Ozarks. And she told me to come down. Came down with my partner. I think 3000. If you're still here, you came down with me that first time, I think, right? She had us come down to this place called JB Hooks and seafood restaurant. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna order some flounder or something like that. She said, no, I want you to order something that you've never had before. And I was like, catfish? She was like, you've had catfish. Stop playing. Don't play with me. She was like, I want you to try. I want you to enhance your palate. I was like, I ain't trying to enhance my palate. I don't know what escargot. I don't know what this caviar. I don't. She was like, nope. She was like, I want everything on the menu that he hasn't had before, and he's got to give it a try.
Oh.
And she told me, said, you either try it or you're fired. I was like, dang.
What?
What kind of stuff is that? So I hit the snail up a little bit, little fish eggs a little bit. I did not enjoy it at the tender age of 16. I was like,
the palate wasn't matured like that yet.
Nah. Not when you getting bum pop from the bum pop man and eating already made mac and cheese. Yeah, man. But it was an experience I'll never forget because it happened, you know?
For real.
Yeah.
Man. I don't know what have I tried that was, man?
I've actually had something that was way weirder than that. Have you ever heard of a balut egg?
Balut?
B-A-L-U-T.
Right here. Balut egg.
Yeah, Filipino hard-boiled duck egg that is partially developed is correct.
Ugh.
Now, ask me how I end up trying that.
How did you end up trying that?
Well, hold on, and let me show you what it actually looks like, because it is I just want to show you this real quick.
Lots of people like eggs. So it's balut, like how you say egg in the Philippines, or
Oh,
That's exactly what it looks like.
man.
it's like someone did an ultrasound of misery.
So it is right in between. So it's where the chicken
first doesn't matter
before it comes out, before the chicken's hatch. It's right in there. That's it.
Pretty easy to
So it's fertilized egg, and I was teaching, and I had a Filipino student, and she was saying, and I was showing the students how I always do some real life something that can kind of like, cross bridges and make people meet. And I figure food is the great medium, man. Everybody has to eat. Why don't you bring a dish from one of your favorite dishes and we could potluck it up? They do that all the time in corporate offices and stuff like that. And she said we were watching the show called Why Would You Eat That? And all across the country, they would go to different places and they would bring it here and they would have the office try it. And I was like, man. And I was like, I don't know what I would try. But she said her mom eats balut egg, and she has some in the kitchen. And I was like, oh snap! Can you bring that to the class? Who would try it with me? So I had about maybe 8 students try it with me, and they put it on YouTube. And this was probably 05, 06. So I had the students here. I said, hey, man, make sure y'all call y'all moms and let them know that this is what you try. Y'all are seniors. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to get any trouble. This is on your own reconnaissance, right? Man, you have to see the video to see the reactions. It was ridiculous. I mean, you open that egg and it looks exactly like I just showed you. You just looking at it like, this cannot be good. Why would people eat this? So of course, pulled out the hot sauce. You gotta dash on some hot sauce when you're not sure. And I bit into that thing and something would crunch. And I flew to the trash can. But that was after I saw a couple of my other students try it. We were supposed to try it on 3. I said 1, 2, 3, and they went and I didn't. So some people said they felt something squishy. Some people felt like a bone. And I was like something that crunched. And he was like, man, I think I just bit a foot, man. So that's probably the most exotic thing I've ever eaten.
Fred says delicious though. Ooh, the getting past the look would be the thing with me. That would be.
Absolutely.
Oh man,
absolutely.
It would have to be one of them where, hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. My wife would have to be the one to say, "We're gonna put this blindfold on you." Trust
good.
me. Look, trust me.
Nothing good comes when they say put the blindfold. I just saw a video where a guy was teaching his lady to box, and she was punching him, and he was like, "Come on, punch me harder." She was like, "Put the blindfold on, and I'll really hit you." He puts the blindfold on. A guy comes from around the corner and rams him. Then he goes back around the corner. He puts the thing up. He's like, she was like, "You told me to hit you harder." No way, G. No way.
That would be one of them, like you said, if we're still together.
Hey, man. Hey, look. What are you on? What is this?
That's not even a joke. Like,
if when I saw that, I died. I had to had to check it out. It cracked me up. Matter of
Hey,
fact,
it's a
that's what it
prank.
looked. Hey, what are you doing? Hey, dude came and just rammed him.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, that had to be a setup, that was just for video entertainment.
No, it had to be because somebody would have came out of there. I would have been looking for somebody. She would have been in the whole headlock. Where he at? I know you didn't do this to me.
Because if she could hit like that, I'm gonna have a problem.
I'm telling you.
Ooh, who you been training with? Because it wasn't
right.
me. It wasn't me.
I'm telling you. That's
Oh
crazy.
my God.
Crazy.
Mom, some of these pranks I've been watching on YouTube, man, no. Don't even play with me like that.
Mm-mm. A lot of that stuff can't be said in St. Louis because St. Louis is so wicked around here that it would not go down. They so violent on a nice sunny day with nothing happening to them. I can just only imagine.
Man,
I seen full-on car crashes, bright and sunny, no rain, no snow. So the winter season come, I'm inside because y'all don't know how to act on a nice, bright, sunny, beautiful day. Y'all can't even drive.
man. Hey, speaking of that, St. Louis, sweetie pies.
Oh Lord,
Man. That was me and my wife's guilty pleasure. We have certain shows that's set to record,
yeah.
Man,
Rack City.
that was so crazy to me.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not too proud of him. It's crazy. It's wild. It's definitely wild. Yeah. And the first time I tried sweetie pies, it wasn't like too long ago. It's pretty good. And then they opened up a second one in downtown St. Louis. Then, of course, they came out with the sweetie pie show. And you try to find an affinity for it. And then this kind of stuff comes out and you're like, ooh, you wild. And that's your fam kind of too. Like, come on, man. That's just evil.
What's going on, Rack? And look, the whole time when he was getting in these other scenarios and he's trying to make you believe, he's this good guy. This young lady over here is saying he's harassing me and he's abusive. And then this one is saying, and you're like, oh man, no,
Right.
She's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's in the mugshot grinning.
Yeah. That little smile. Yeah. It ain't gonna work in the pen, B. Better try to come with a scowl. And you still work in the penitentiary, right? Big time?
Yep.
Can only imagine. My dad was a correctionals officer here in St. Louis. He used to tell me some stories, man. I'd just be like, man, I don't want to go there.
Yeah, no, it's a special. I'm gonna tell you I was never like this bad guy or nothing anyway, but I've been working in corrections since the late 90s. And what it did for me, just walking in there and that door, the main door slamming behind me, and I'm in there, and everything is a finesse game, because I'm big, and they understand the genuineness when I tell them, I split your head to the white meat. But I digress. That is not always what'll get you from point A to point B. You have to finesse your way, through that. It's crazy. There's some crazy things, man, that I've been blessed not to be a part of, but still was going on in my same facility. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I've been teaching high school for about 15 years now, 14 years. And I started out in a rough district. And I've actually, these kids, and I can see you dealing with kids on their way to being grown men, or maybe think you probably get, what ages you have?
I worked in juvenile also.
Okay, yeah.
And that was from 10 to 17.
So I may have some of your kids that start off in my high school that end up maybe having to go there, so what the mind is of them mentally. You just try to figure out what's going on. I end up having to take a 45 off of a kid in the high school, and it was because of the rapport that I built with my students was the only reason that I was able to do something like that. And I always, before any lessons are to be learned, before any books come out, before any paper goes to pencil, goes to pad, I just sit there and let them know where I come from and let them know a little bit about myself. Man, just let me get to know you a little bit. I'm here for you, whoopie whoopie wop. And if you decide to go a different way, I'm gonna try to help you as much as I can. But he had brought it to school because he had got shot at on his way home, and he wasn't going through that again. And I can understand. But I said, you cannot walk around this school with that, G. And he had somehow hid it in the classroom. And I just so happened to go back to get my lunch from the class. And he was up in there. I was like, man, what? You got to give me that. I need that in my hand. I need it. I need that. Please. And I work. He said, no, Mr. Clark, they don't. I was like, look, bro, let me get that. Okay. And we'll work with the rest of it. So ended up having to call his big brother. They came and got him from school that day. And I had to let him know what it was and this, that, and the third. But it's wild, man.
Amen, streetwise. Amen.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's I can honestly say, like, take juvenile. I remember when this one particular facility that they had a 12-to-1 ratio, 12 kids to one officer.
Mm-hmm.
Anything over 12, you have two officers. Well, I guess they were testing me. I'm talking about the faculty, not the kids. They're gonna shoot me in a 12 kid tank. My first few nights, and I was 4 p.m. to 4 a.m. One thing I can say is the kids would never fight. When I was working, I never had to worry about the kids fighting. Now, they would be fighting in other places when I was maybe working swing guy, or I didn't have a dedicated tank. I see fights all the time, but because of how I treated them, they had enough respect to where they would never do that with me in there. Likewise with the adults. I was telling my oldest child today, she's got a management position, and I was telling I've been managing people for over 20 years, and I said in the penitentiary, I work in food service. I'm a food service sergeant. So I said, if I can manage offenders who are not going home, not getting paid, if I can manage a whole restaurant, because basically, in the chow hall there, you're feeding so many people, it's a restaurant. Everything is done restaurant style, except there's no money, no money's coming to me. They're doing what they do, but no money's coming to me. In that case,
they're not tipping the waiter, but they are tipping the waiter for sure.
Yeah, exactly. And if I can get those guys to show up every day, show up on time, work their designated areas, I take care of them, within my power, circle, the way I feed them or whatever, and they get through, they clean up, they go home, see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Sir, be safe, so on and so forth. I can go anywhere to any restaurant out here in the free world and manage. Because these people, we have stuff to lose out here.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
You know, and you can't go in there, you know, talking crazy, telling them what you gonna do or whatever, because it's like, okay, show me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, it takes a special person to deal with other people's kids and other people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think everybody can do what you do and it takes a special person or like you do it. You feel me? Maybe somebody could get hired and do it and they could be all wrong, but you know, the way that you do it. I have principals ask me if I could show teachers how to manage a classroom, and I really can't. It's me. You know, they would have to be willing to offer themselves up to kids that they don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't mind. I don't mind. You know, any jokes being thrown my way as long as I can throw them back. But sometimes teachers feel like they are just kids, and that's what they are. But these kids go home and they are the parents. They are the big brothers. They are the providers. They are the babysitters. They are the ones that stay up late. You know what I'm saying? And they come to school and you're going to talk down to them and say whatever you want to them, and it's not going to work.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you got to be able to.
You can't manufacture. You can't manufacture empathy, compassion.
It's a fact.
You know, things that's in your DNA that the kids. I mean, sad to say, same as with the adults. You know, if you grow up a certain type of way, some of the animalistic characteristics, you know, move to the forefront of the way that they deal with people and things. You know, so they could smell you out. They could see if it's real or if it's not.
For sure. That's
you know, and somebody trying to tell you, hey, this is what I do and how I do it. Watch. It's different when you have a grown man that's been locked up for 30 years and he do something and I say, man, come here. Dude, you know you tripping. I mean, you know, you know, you're a grown man, you know, blah, 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 yada, yada.
Right.
And he's receiving it because he knows where it's coming from. As opposed to somebody who is trying to debo him, you know, because I have this power and my foot is on your neck. There's a difference. You know, I don't show up. I don't show up to control nobody. You know, raising our kids, my wife and I, we didn't. Our kids, it's not like we was running around with our thumb in the back of their necks either. We showed them what we expected. We try to be as much of an example as possible, and you allow them to make decisions. Now, the wrong decision, you know, you're gonna have to pay for, you know, the wrong decision in whatever way, shape, or form, you know, that is what you do. But that's real life, though.
Yeah, for sure. That's real. That's real. I see. I know Rack's been in here for a second, man. It was great meeting him at Aquashella, man. Rack for River Life, awesome cat, man. I just wanted to sidebar and say that. Okay. And then also wanted to ask you, Hank. I already asked you your favorite fish. So what's one fish that you dislike?
Thank you, Mr. Rack. Thank you. One fish that I dislike.
Maybe you got a top 3.
Let me see. Any freshwater eel.
Really?
Yeah. I like saltwater eels, but freshwater eels.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So like tire tracks on fire eels and stuff like that?
It's just the way they're shaped.
Really?
It's just the way they're shaped. With me, you know, I'm that Game of Thrones type of guy, you know, dragons. Yeah. You know, your saltwater eels have that look.
I got you. Just like the moray.
Just put legs on them. Yeah, just put legs on them and you got a dragon. Whereas freshwater eels have their own thing going on.
I love them. I was gonna get a tank full of them.
No.
I was gonna do a tank full of eels, but I keep hearing that they're escape artists and stuff. But I just love the way they go across the tank, man. And when I saw those fire eels eat those ghost trout, I was like, what? Man, yes.
And see, I like rope fish, but rope fish are fish though.
Okay.
You know, and they have a different, you know, it's just a different look. It's a different look.
I've got 3 dojo loaches in here, and they're pretty cool.
I like dojo loaches.
I have
dojo loaches.
Goldens. They are they're fun to watch. They're fun to watch. I couldn't get no eels in there, so I was like, hey, these will work.
Griffin, what's happening, Griffin? Oh no lampreys, please. Yeah, I agree with you. Please, no lampreys.
Oh, freshwater eels.
No eels, no leeches, no lampreys, no none of that. No. Let me see. Top 3. Eels would have to be the number 1. They might have to be number 1. Should I maybe go to tired of seeing more than don't like? Maybe. Let's say like your jelly catfish and stuff like that. Red tails, I'm kind of cool with. Red tails are pretty cool for me.
They get stupid big.
Yeah, they do. They do. But you got stuff like your jelly cats and stuff that's like, man, leave that thing out there in the wild, dude. That's not impressive in your tank, man. You know, don't pull out your camera and be showing me, you know, hey, look at my
Yeah,
giraffe cat, no.
Yeah, you harboring a fugitive right there. Right?
Yeah, no, I don't. I'm good on him, you know. A little salt and pepper. We might do something.
Rack says, what do you think about koi? Hella big goldfish.
I like koi and some goldfish a lot. They have to get outside of the comet look.
Yeah, I'm same way on that. Like, I'm not a big goldfish fan because they just so dirty to me. Like, I just never been a big goldfish fan, and koi just look like elongated goldfish. And then you throw them in the pond, and they all kind of like look. You know, when you have a koi pond, you like, hey, you want to see my koi pond? No, I've seen them all. I already know what it is.
How much different? Yeah, how much different can a koi pond actually be? You'd have to have like, you know, the guy that does the ponds, the pond guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you say want to see my koi pond, I say, yeah, I want to see your pond.
Yeah, let me see your pond.
Because I'm looking at the land, I'm looking at the scape and all that. Because it's like, okay,
that's the thing about the pond. You got to look at that scape. Man, I was just looking at the guys from Tanked. They are going through it right now. I forgot what ended up happening. I think like a domestic dispute between the bigger one, Wade. Is it Wade?
Wade is the small. Wade the small. Wade, and as much as I watched them, I should know their names.
Man, I watch them all the time.
Wade.
I think Wade is the bigger one, but I think he was going through domestic dispute with his wife, the one that works with him.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there like, man, well, you guys work together, you live together, and then you probably go off and do your little tank stuff. But now through COVID, maybe I've heard domestic violence been going up due to COVID.
Yeah, I heard that.
You didn't think you loved her as much as you did.
COVID is testing boundaries, and yeah. I'm blessed that my wife and I started out. I can remember her asking me, do you think, how do you feel about couples being like right under each other all the time? I've been married 20 years, so back then I was like, oh man, all the time? You know, I don't, hey. Now though, she could be around me 24/7.
Yeah, this is the most me and my wife have been really together, and I met her at work. Ashley. I had been working there for 3 years, and she's actually a home economics teacher. And
Brett and Wade.
What was the first? What was the one?
Brett,
Other one?
Brett and Wade.
Brett Wade.
Yeah, because she watches them with me.
Yeah. See, now me and my wife have total opposites when it comes to different stuff, and sometimes, just sometimes, we can come together and watch a movie that we both enjoy or series that we both enjoy. But other than that, she's a whole different league. But we were working together, but we were on opposite sides of the building. And the COVID we've been pretty much strengthening our bond, I believe. You know, sometimes it happens like that, and it could go wrong for some people.
Right. Yeah, I've seen it. Hey, let me see where we at.
Somebody asked about if we had a pond. Sean said, would either of y'all have an outside pond, and what would you put in it? Know what I put in it?
There you go. There you go with that talk.
Like, give me about 12 of those boys, and I can ride them.
Hey,
Flipper, Echo, Sassafras, Aloysius, Leroy. Got to have a Leroy in there.
hey, you know they're not innocent. You know they're not innocent. You can't have your females in the pond with them boys though.
Yeah, it'd be.
Yeah, I heard some things about dolphin males, man.
Yeah, they get down, huh?
Yeah, don't leave your woman unprotected around the male dolphin.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What would I put in an outside pond, man?
What? I haven't had that much experience with ponds to know if anything goes in there but koi. I don't know, and that could stand the weather. Like in Texas, y'all have some pretty decent weathers. Y'all don't really have no harsh winters or nothing, right?
No, not what for us. We might consider them harsh, but not really harsh. So I mean, we could put native, your native fish.
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, this Missouri native fish are all right. Ain't nothing exhilarating. You go to the Lake of the Ozarks and catch some crappie. A couple some bass. I wouldn't want to. They don't have too much. They don't have enough color for me to be wanting to mess with them.
Yeah, and you so couldn't put peacock bass up there in outside pond year round.
Nah, it's not gonna work. Yes, especially Joe, we have harsh winters.
I do like arowanas, Joe. I do.
Mm-hmm. I like gar. I do like gar.
Yes, I like gar. See, I'm also. You can't tell in my fish room, but I love predatory fish. I didn't mention snakeheads because they're illegal. So I by law I can't say that that's a dream. But man, those what is they China, like all the different variations, colors. Oh man, you talking about some beautiful rascals, man.
Texas cichlid to hit the Lone Star State for you.
Nah, all that is that's a flower horn with a little smaller hump.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's flower horn with a little smaller hump.
Yeah.
Oh, and who was that? Streetwise? Hey, Streetwise, I actually had a snapping turtle. I used to work at a car dealership, and I was the manager of the receiving area where all of the vehicles would be drop shipped there. I check them for damage, check them in, give them stock numbers, and put them, out into fleet. Well, behind my office, I had my own office out in the corner of this. It was 40 acres, this dealership. And they had like a creek that actually ran behind my office, like right behind it. We had a flood, and again, I'm a fish hobbyist. You can't have a creek behind my office like that. So
yeah, lunchtime, you know where I'm at.
Good, I had a radio because every chance I got, I'm back there, looking. Is that a water beetle? Is that a tadpole? Well, I saw this little silver dollar size thing shooting through the room. Okay. Intrigued. Took me a couple of days to actually get a good look at him. I had to sneak up on him. And I trapped him. I had him in my office for a while, feeding him these I don't know what you'd call them, but it's bugs with real long legs. They fly around. They look like daddy long leg spiders, but they have wings.
Oh no!
Y'all don't have those up there? They look like daddy long legs, but they have wings.
Oh, that'd freak me out.
Well, I used to catch them and put them in the little I had them in I think it was like a hospital potty, the bedpan. I think I had them in like a bedpan. And I dropped those in there, man. And so he can eat them, but I end up turning them back loose. I didn't take him home or anything. But yes, I would befriend a snapping turtle. I had alligators. I've had Nile monitors.
Oh wow,
man! I've had some of. If I could put it when I was growing up, if I could put it inside of a cage or a tank, I was putting it in there.
I ain't never deal with the reptiles like that. I don't really like sound. I do not like snakes. Like I cannot deal. When I did
mayfly, okay.
The closest thing I did to the snake was when I did this video. They had a reptile show, and my son wanted to go. He just wanted to go.
All right, Rack, you have a good one.
And I cannot. But you were talking about that flying spider. Man, I came into my mom's garage and saw about 6 of these mugs.
Is that a mole
cricket? I almost broke the door. What? Mom, what is this jumping spider? What is this? Boy, the mugs they go so fast. I can't do it. I can't do that. I can't do rodents. Anything that scurries, I'm too big for that. Look, I'm 6'4" and 280. If it scurries, look, where you go? I can't run. I can't do it.
Hey, you're kind of like me in the sense of, how they portray elephants and mice.
Absolutely.
The elephant is so big, if you lose track of the mouse, and the elephant, if the mouse get on that elephant, there's nothing the elephant can do.
Yeah.
Can't reach him. That's how I am with little bitty bugs though. If I think it's on me, I'm
it drives you crazy. Drives you crazy.
Hey y'all, Sean Times right there. If you have any questions about any reptile I ever owned, he was probably the person that drove me to the pet store. So he would know.
Man.
Yeah, we were nerds, man. We were squares, Hey, where y'all going? Hey, we're going to the pet store. Pet store? Let's go hang out at the pet store? Yeah, we're going to the pet store. We found this one pet store, man, in the middle of this neighborhood. When I say they had lions, tigers, and bears, oh my.
Yeah.
It was an exotic pet store that I'm assuming it was somebody's house first.
Mm-hmm.
If it was exotic in any way, shape, or form, you could get it there.
Wow, straight like that.
From hedgehogs and flying squirrels. I mean, most of my snakes and my caimans and Nile monsters I got there. Cane toads, man, they had everything. Bear cubs.
We had one exotic shop like that. I used to pass by on the Rock Road, but I never really was geeky and into like I never did go to pet stores like that. I spent my time. I was like a corporate thug. Like I knew all of the gangsters because they played sports and I was an athlete, but my mom wouldn't let. My mom was super overprotective. Like I had to sneak out of places, sneak back in, and stuff like that. Like my mama would kill me, so I couldn't really be a gang member. So I'm trying to save your life. I was like, Mom, 16. Yeah,
you can put in enough time for the criteria, but you could be around.
Right. My mom was not going for it. I'm trying to keep you alive till you get to 18. But Mom, 18. I'm trying to keep you alive till you get to 21. Mom, 21. I'm trying to keep you alive till you get to Mom, I'm moving out. I'm done. It's over.
Oh
no,
man, I was trying to rodeo back then. I was a cowboy.
Okay.
I rode bulls, man.
What? Yeah. Hey, man, you didn't live some lives, man.
I was too big to become professional. First, the thing that everybody in their head is like, bull, you got to be strong, big. No, you have to be total opposite.
So they can toss you off.
right behind the front shoulder blades of a bull is what they call a sweet spot.
Okay.
Or the eye of the storm. And you know what happens in the eye of a storm? Nothing.
Right.
If you're small enough and you can slide up and stay right there behind his front shoulders.
Yeah.
I don't care what the rest of his body is doing. You become an extension of his front legs.
Wow.
So his front legs is where the stability is going to be. That's why he controls himself.
That's interesting.
So if you can slide up right behind those front legs, you become an extension of his front legs. And the best bull riders are little slim guys.
They can fit right in there.
That when you turn your toes out, you get real narrow.
Okay.
So they will slide up right there. And if you stay leaning forward, right there, oh man, you see some of those wild rides, you got to be a little dude.
Are you crazy? Man, I used to purposely get on YouTube and put bull rodeo fails just so I could see people get jarred. Man, you better leave that bull alone. Now, a question. Is it true that they actually attach, the reason they are doing all of that is because they do have a rope attached to their testicles and they actually...
No, I'm going to tell you what it is.
I was like, that's mean as hell.
No, there's a rope back there.
Okay.
But here's the kicker. Let's say right here on your what I guess they'll call your haunch area, you know, the groin area. Even if you grip yourself there, I mean it's aggravating. You know, you don't want your belt on too tight. They just have this one rope that they put one knot in, and it's just the feeling of that rope there.
Oh, so it's not anything.
It's not. It doesn't touch the testicles. It's just that rope is back there. So the rope is already aggravating because they can't reach it. And now you on his back.
So he's trying to get everything up off of him.
Everything got to go. Now, once he throw you off, that rope can stay on him. They get used to the rope after a while. I mean, so that rope is just extra aggravation.
I got you.
But once you get on and you get off, it's like the rope is not there because you weigh more than the rope. You know what I'm saying? I
got you. All right. Yeah, man, I was like, man,
the bull is doing it because he don't want you on him. Right.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. I just thought maybe they was adding extra because when you do the what's the guys that do the Olay and they
Matador.
Matadors. Yeah, they throw they try to
those
man, that's like
the swords. No, the swords and the darts. Now when you cross the border, the morality laws change. So they actually kill them. They kill them.
Oh, okay. So matadors actually do kill.
They kill them. When they stick those swords right, and it's always in the neck shoulder area.
In the shoulder area, yeah.
They trying to cut.
I guess those are swords, though.
No, they use swords. Some of them have like little. They look like spears. I guess it depends on the guy.
Okay, yeah.
Because a lot of matadors are kind of like like soccer stars too.
Okay.
They have followings. That's Rodrigo. Rodrigo got X amount of kills. He dancing around this bull and he's it's brutal. It's brutal.
I got you.
And bulls are colorblind. People say, "Oh, he sees red." He don't see red. He see you flapping his flag around. That's motion.
And that's what it is.
That's motion. Yeah, that's motion. You got to go.
Yeah, that's it. That's how I go. I was interested. I've always
Dan Fred says matador. Matador means killer in Spanish.
Oh, okay. Well, then there it is.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah. I was curious about rodeos and being in Texas. It's probably a big thing, correct?
No, it's very big. It's very big.
Yeah. Like,
we talking about millions of dollars. Yeah, we talking about millions of dollars big. You actually do, but they slide in. They slide in under the cover of night somewhere in the corner somewhere and slide back out. Like the PBR, Professional Bull Riding Association. Back in the day, you had full rodeos where they did everything, the calf rope and the whole nine. PBR started late 90s, where it's just bull riders. Oh man, you talking about $1 million sponsorships, man. You talking about making paper.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah,
now I know they'll have bull riding, like you'll see it advertised, like 1 month it'll be monster trucks at the kill center.
Yeah.
It's like we've got the rodeo
Sunday.
Jump some, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
but down there it's like it's like a regular, like you can go to a show
year round. You have, I mean, I could go and buy me a little plot of land, build me a pen, and have a Friday, Saturday night, just charge at the gate. We rodeoing every week. Practice on Wednesdays. I mean, you know.
That's what's up. Man, okay. All right. Man, you can get your hustle on down in Texas.
No, literally.
That's serious.
If you want to do some legal hustling,
that's pretty cool.
Texas got a whole bunch of stuff you can do.
I have not been down to Texas, man. I have not been down there. Aquashella canceled.
It was gonna be in Dallas, right?
It was gonna be in Orlando.
What was gonna be in Dallas?
It was probably gonna be one in Dallas too. They said Dallas. No, was it Dallas? Yeah. Okay, Dallas and Chicago again, right?
Yeah.
Because I went to the one in Chicago last year, and they had it in. It was either Houston or Dallas last year, also. So whichever one it wasn't in. If you say Dallas, then that's probably where it was going to be. It ended up getting canceled, but then they had said something about it being in Orlando, and they ended up canceling it then. But they said 2021, hopefully, they are probably going to try to have it at all three. Which I think, since this was canceled this year, next year is going to be bananas. We should be able to hobnob with everybody. I think a lot of people are going to be trying to get out if we're able to do what it is that we, are able to do. You know what I'm saying?
Because I had mentioned to my wife, I was like, you're going to have to go to some one of these fish things with me. Chattanooga Ed and Fish Room Fever them had hit me up about the one in Dallas. They were like, "Hey, Hank, you right there." And I was thinking real hard about that, because I mean the one previous I was nobody. I didn't want to go down there and but this one I'm like, hey, somebody will actually know me. I will just be running up on people.
Yeah, it was. I started my YouTube channel in January. It'll be 2 years, and I went last year. And it's so cool to see people be like, "Hey, yo, it's Fishy BIZZ." I was like, "Man, that's cool." And I was like, maybe you're just saying it because I've been wearing this Fishy BIZZ shirt off, been giving away a Fishy BIZZ title. Maybe you're just saying it, but it is cool. Oh. And you get to meet some people with some huge channels. It was fun. It was fun. But you're just around fish people, and then you just get a it's a different sense in being around it, and they go all out. Yeah. They go all out. But you're right, because I said next year I want to go to the one in Dallas, because Steve is from there, and I was saying like Aquashella gonna be in your area.
Yeah, so he's retiring, so he'll be back down here. He's gonna be back down there. He trying to come to this area. He's trying to be around the corner from me.
Is he really? That's what's up. Yeah. So now I can meet 2 people down in Texas that know the earn.
Oh yeah, we can do a little something down here. Put something on the grill.
Oh man, I'm ready for it. I'm ready for all of that. I'm here for it all.
For real, man. Hey, I everybody love where they're from.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a Dallas Cowboys fan right now.
That's good for you.
Dallas Cowboy, you see how Dallas Cowboy fan is? Well, that's how Texans are about Texas. And we can go visit somewhere else, and it's like, hey, come with me here, come with me there, and we're like this. Yeah, okay. Okay. We have so and so, and then we have that. Yeah, okay, that was okay.
So what are you, a Houston Texans fan?
I'm a Baltimore Ravens fan.
Oh, you said that. You did say that.
But I'm a Tex. I like the Texans. Now, this would happen. I thought I was Earl Campbell. When I was young. Mind you, I was saying I was a big fella. Right. I wore the 34 in the waist jeans in the 6th grade. I ran that ball. I had this T-shirt with 34 on it that would never see the laundry if I had anything to do with it. My mom had to look for the shirt.
Man.
Yeah, she had to look for the shirt to make sure it got washed. Cause Sandlot, I'm running that peel.
Are y'all in it?
I had she got me a Houston Oilers full uniform for Christmas one year.
Mm-hmm.
Houston Oilers left 96. Well,
Okay.
they would have no, the Oilers officially Titans left, I think it was 96.
Okay.
96. Baltimore Ravens ended up in Baltimore. Expansion drafts, a lot of players that I liked from other teams. I was more so, I liked the Oilers, but I was more of a positional fan. Certain players in certain positions. So a lot of them ended up in Baltimore. So if you already have 5 or 6 people that I already like from other teams on your team, and then the draft was that year.
Okay.
Ray Lewis, Jonathan Ogden came out of college, and the Ravens drafted him that year.
That's a heck of a year right there.
Same year. It was the same year. So being that I'm already looking at this team because I know some people on it, here come these youngsters. And when Ray Lewis, he hit the ground running.
Mm-hmm.
He hit the ground running. So it was like, hey,
Yeah. That's it. I'm a New Orleans Saints fan already. But those Louisiana roots, them New Orleans.
I've always peeked in at New Orleans because there would always be people over there that I liked. I want to say, did Burgess Owens play over there? I have a relative that played for the Raiders back in the day, and I think he ended his career
in New
Orleans.
Okay,
but it was kind of one of those situations where Ray Childress that played for the Oilers.
Yeah.
Well, the dealership, I used to work for Lawrence Marshall Chevrolet dealership for like 15 years. Ray Childress ended up buying it. So I knew him personally from the dealership.
Okay.
Well, he was a Dallas Cowboy, and a lot of people don't know it.
Okay.
He ended his career with the Cowboys.
Okay.
But no fanfare. He may not touch the field.
Okay.
And I think my cousin, and he ended up I just knew he was with the Saints, but I don't think he ever really
was out
like,
there.
Yeah, I'm here. I think I'm gonna go ahead and retire, type of thing.
What is what have you been binge watching? Anything? You watch a lot of TV at all, or?
Well, my wife and I, we have this a lot of reality TV shows. That's our guilty pleasure. We like to see the train wrecks.
My wife calls it trash TV. She will not watch it with me.
It is. It
she
is
won't
that.
watch it with me.
It's that, and I sit and argue. I argue, man. I holler at, fuss at the people on the TV, man.
Yeah, I used to watch a lot of it.
Turn it back on the next week. Baby, do we have something recorded? Okay, let's watch. But I'm still gonna talk about them. I'm big on these 90-day marriage and Married at First Sight. Those are the shows that I'm watching now. And that's the stupidest stuff for somebody to decide they want to do, but we watching it.
All my women coworkers have told me, you don't know what you're missing, Clark. You will love it. And I was like, no, man. I don't want to see these people just so they don't know what they look like until they get to the altars.
They don't know what they look like till they come out and walk down the aisle. Oh, man.
That's the worst ever.
And then it's one of those things where, especially like me and my wife looking at it, we're like, okay, you're looking at the people's outward. So you're like, man, she's not going to like him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's not going to like her.
Mm-hmm.
Look at his facial expression. Oh, he's faking. Do you think they're going to make it? I don't think they're going to make it. They making this look too easy. No. It's going to collapse in a minute. Oh, it's foolishness. It's foolishness at its best, man.
And what is this? This is 90. What is this?
That's Married at First Sight.
Married at First. That's the one they wanted me to see.
90 Day Fiance is like there's somebody who wants not a green card, there's another visa. They want a visa, so they have this person that they're engaged to, that's
They
overseas.
putting that on TV,
man. And try to
home, man.
try to convince you, try to convince you that, oh, they're in love, and I'm like, okay, out of those 10 couples right there, 2 of them, maybe.
Now,
The
see,
rest of them trying to get here.
I watched this one where they couldn't see each other, and everybody was single, and they would go into a room, and they would have a conversation without seeing them. And it's supposed to get a deeper connection than just superficial looks.
Right. Okay.
And I thought that was interesting. I watched that all the way through, and it was interesting.
I may have seen a couple episodes of that one.
Yeah. So I'm big on series now. Like I've watched all of Cobra Kai. I've been watching this wild series called Lovecraft Country. It is the most
Netflix.
That is Lovecraft Country, I believe, is Amazon. Netflix is Cobra Kai. That's an extension of Karate Kid. Daniel-san's all grown up. Cobra Kai, his enemy that he beat with the crane kick, he's grown up and he's still thinking about this crane kick. Dude, you are like 50 years old, bro, and he's still like, it was all his fault. But it gives you a different look at Daniel-san. Everybody thought that he was being bullied and he was the kid and this, that, and the other. But when you look at it through the Cobra Kai's lens, he goes back in time and shows you exactly that Daniel-san was kind of a jerk, and he took my chick and was all about it, like laughing in my face. And so you look at the Karate Kid like, you know what, dude, I can see why dude is mad at you.
They was hiding that. He was faking the whole time.
Man, you got to check that out. Now that's on Netflix. I even ended up getting my wife to watch it. It's 2 seasons. I think it's like 8, maybe 8 to 10, maybe per season. But it goes fast, and you just start getting into it. You looking at it like, what? They got kids now, and so they're into it. And so yeah, it's Johnny. That's it. Yes.
Is that K-E-I or K-A-I?
K-A-I, Kai. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. I think you and Miss Alexander would enjoy. Lovecraft Country is good. I just want to see if Cat Hulu pops up.
Cthulhu?
Yeah. What is that?
I don't know. What is that, Dead Fred? Cthulhu.
Mm-hmm. I've also been watching the 2nd season of The Boys, or is it 3rd season? I don't know if you've ever seen that yet. 7 superheroes that turn. It gets bad fast.
The Boys.
Yeah, it's called The Boys. It is on. I have a Fire Stick, so I can watch everything. But it is something else.
Miss Alexander, make a note of The Boys also.
I think that's Amazon port. It is entertaining. It is entertaining. And you thinking like these superheroes are here for you, and then all of a sudden you see how selfish, and then they start, hey, I'm more powerful than all of these people, period. And it just goes into a whole different whatever. One of the HP Lovecraft ones is like the worst of the worst. Oh, okay. Hey, that Lovecraft Country, it'll have you start watching it, and it's set like
that's HBO, huh?
Is that?
I think it's coming to HBO. I think.
Now
I've been seeing a preview.
That's probably a possibility.
I've been seeing previews of Lovecraft Country, and I think it's coming to HBO if it wasn't already on now.
And it stars Jussie Smollett's sister.
Yep. I've been seeing the previews for it.
HBO Max, you can get a free trial. That's it. Oh, it's disturbing. you start watching it, it's set in like 1950s, so it's right in Jim Crow era, right in segregation. Hey, it's set in Chicago, so they have the black side of Chicago where it's just and they still go through all this, but then all of a sudden, monsters. Like what? Wait, what? What's going on here? Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Love, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that one too.
Yeah, man. Give you while y'all at the crib together, might as well see what y'all can get into. I'll tell you.
I'm on 4 days and then I'm off 3. So like the 3 days that I'm off, it's not like I do a whole bunch of stuff. When I was young, yeah. Now I don't even really. And I mean, when you locked inside that big old building up there, man, when they let you out of there, you like, man, I'm staying inside my house. I'm chilling. I don't even want to go to Walmart, Oh,
for sure. For sure. I hate Walmart now. I really do. St. Louis Walmart. Oh my God, man. Hey, why do y'all still have the curl bag on and the slippers with the grease on the bottom? Couldn't you have? Why, y'all? Why? And you talking stuff, drawing all this attention. Goodbye. Oh, oh man.
Oh, Walmart. I've been blessed. You see some of the videos and stuff that people, the late night Walmart, those 24-hour Walmarts. I'm like, man, I've been blessed to not see any of those people. Because the little small town I originally came from, I live in Katy, Texas now, but I grew up in a town called Hempstead, Texas. There was like 5,000 people. We had a Walmart. I mean, it was a decent sized Walmart, but it wasn't 24 hours, and everybody know each other. So you didn't have people that were really out there.
Mm-hmm.
So but like we down here, man, my first week here in Katy. It's still you would consider a suburb of Houston in a sense. It's still Harris. It's still Harris County, but you're on the edge. Like to my left is it's countryside with cows and stuff. If I want to go out and go see some of that, it's out here to the left. But where I'm living and to the right, it's stores everywhere on every corner. Banks, liquor stores, fast food. Well, there's a service station up the street from my house, man. I'm coming home from work, and I see this car whipping to the service station. Mind you, it whipped in just far enough to be off of the main highway.
Mm-hmm.
So it's still in the little entrance of the service station. These 2 women jump out the car. One is chasing the other one. The one that's doing the chasing is just in her underwear.
Sounds sexy.
I'm coming from Hempstead, Texas. Little country town, Hempstead, Texas.
And see,
and I pull up to the service station. I'm sitting there like,
what have I just stepped in?
I call my wife. I'm like, baby, do you know what I'm looking at right now? I mean, it's really happening like right now. It's in real time.
That's crazy.
I mean, I don't know what is it that they're disagreeing about, but one of them don't have clothes on. Where I'm from, the one without the clothes on was getting chased and probably got away from somebody.
Okay.
And you save them. Hey, come on, let's call the police.
I got you.
But this was the other way around, So I was like, okay,
that's awesome.
Yeah, that's
am I upside down? What's going on here? I'm telling you, it gets weirder and weirder. Waffle House is the same way. It goes down, and I see people make so many videos in Walmart that I just be sitting there like, does Walmart just let people do whatever they want up in here? Like, y'all have a whole video, y'all dancing and y'all shaking and doing all of it in the why, man, is no one stopping this? Why? And Waffle House, it goes down. It goes down in Waffle House. You could just pull up Waffle House and just entertain yourself like, man, these people are going crazy.
Man. Hey, the thing about Waffle House, definitely you got some people with some other substances going on, and they finna go feed that that high at Waffle House.
They definitely are.
So they already wide open.
I used to do promotions back in the day downtown St. Louis for like 6 or 7 years strong. We had a whole website, and we would go in, we take pictures of people in the club, and we post them on the website. People could put them on their MySpace, Facebook, and stuff like that.
I did club security, and I seen a lot of that. I actually had my own company, Silverback Protection Team.
Oh wow, Gorilla Crew. We had some cats just like about your whole man. They was called BTS, Big Time Security, and they will beat your ass. They was not playing. Oh my god, them cats they was rough, boy. But we used to do that, and it's just a whole different community. Like just going from that, and I was saying it because I would always be out. Like when I first got my house and I was teaching, and I was also like I was selling CDs and DVDs on the side. It was at the flea market. It was cool. But we would go out and do this promotion, and shoot, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. We used to have a 24-hour Walmart. We just go in there just to see the characters that were in there. Like, hey man, let's go to Walmart. I gotta run in there and get whatever. They be up in there. And let's run to the Waffle House, man. I still love Waffle House. If you say IHOP or Waffle House, I'm going Waffle House first and then IHOP second. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
like
I've never eaten at a Waffle House. It's one around the corner from me right now. I've eaten at IHOP numerous of times. I've never eaten at Waffle House.
It's something about Waffle House, that good country kitchen feel, and you get grits on the side. It can't get that at IHOP like that. Like they've got I'm gonna challenge you to go to Waffle House and get the cheesesteak omelet. And it'll come with grits or hash browns. What I do is I get the hash browns with a side of grits. You can get your hash browns either way. They have the shredded hash browns, and you can get them topped, capped, diced, or smothered, or covered. And you say it just like that. I usually get mine capped, which means with mushrooms, and I also get them diced, which means with tomatoes, and I also get them smothered, which means with onions, and I also get them covered, which means with cheese, and I also get them topped, which means they top it with chili. Good times.
I'd probably minus the topped, but I'd get everything else.
And chili, it come in, man. It's good eating. It is. It really is. And then the waffles are spectacular. So that's good eating. Yeah, you got to do Waffle House.
When I say around the corner, wherever I have to go, for the most part, I'm passing this Waffle House. Never stop to eat there.
I will be there. If I came down there, I'll be there. You just said, you know what? I wonder who's in this Waffle House. I'd be like, hey, Hank, what's up, man? Hey, Fishy BIZZ, what you doing down here? Waffle House, man.
He said I would check out all of the Waffle Houses.
Oh, man, I'm telling you.
What's they did, Fred? He just best thinking about those hash browns. He said he's never eaten at Waffle House either.
Wow, y'all. My wife will not go to a Waffle House. She will not. She thinks it's way too, I guess she thinks it's dingy or dirty or whatever it is, but I'm all about it. I'm all about it. She will go to IHOP in a hot second. Yep.
We have to find a way. I don't even know why I haven't gone.
Man.
It might be the waffle in the name. I don't have a problem with waffles, but I haven't really been like, I grew up on pancakes everywhere, pancakes. The waffles that I've eaten are those Eggos, here look with the kids.
You throw in the toaster and eat like 12 of them.
Hey, me and the kids eat the waffles, so I don't have in my head a waffle. I want to try a waffle because all the waffles I've had have been that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so you've been to like Baskin and Robbins and had a waffle cone, correct?
Yes.
All right, so think of a waffle cone except airier and fluffier. Like the waffle is it's not that big thick waffle like when you order chicken and waffles.
Yeah.
But it's a nice thin, almost like a fluffier crepe, but it has that same pattern as that waffle. That's the ones they use, and they shut them down, turn it around, boom, come out to you on a nice sized plate. Get you some syrups on the mug and get it popping.
My wife down there talking about she don't like IHOP, but I believe she's eating
Oh wow.
IHOP. I believe she's eating IHOP with me. But we did a whole lot of Denny's. Yeah, we did a whole lot of Denny's at one point.
I can get with I've gotten with Denny's, but I hadn't been in so long because Denny's for a while was on some low key.
Yeah.
We don't like you type of stuff.
Yeah.
So I shut down Denny's after a while, but yeah, everybody was going to Denny's getting that fresh and fruity, Rudy Tooty, whatever the thing.
And see,
was.
I don't think I even got pancakes at Denny's. I was the T-bone or the Philly cheesesteak.
Absolutely.
Only those two. That's all I ever was really getting.
I haven't gotten that pancake or nothing.
And the omelet.
I get an omelet. Yeah.
Steak omelet.
I do that at IHOP too. I'll get the omelet, and it always comes with a side of pancakes. So,
and the first time I went to IHOP and they brought the pancakes, I'm like, I didn't order these. Oh no, they come with it. I'm like, okay, hold on, hold on. It's this much stuff on my plate already, and then you done brought these pancakes. Mm-hmm. Are you sure? Are you sure they supposed to be with this?
Yeah,
or something going on?
At IHOP, I fell in love with the chicken Florentine crepes, and they have grilled chicken seasoned to perfection, spinach. I'll add mushrooms in there, and they'll top it with like a queso style cheese that has a little heat on it, like a little spice on it. Oh my God! They bring two of them bad boys out there too. And I fell in love with that.
You gonna have me get off this stream talking about eating, man.
I'm telling you. Ooh. Oh man, I'm telling you.
Bro, we're gonna have to get off here, man. Cause
I know it. I was just looking at the time.
Look, this is the first. I've went slightly. See, when I first started, I was like, I'm shooting for 30 minutes. Anything after that is a blessing, right? Because and then after that, it's like, okay, hours pretty easy to hit. I think I hit 2 hours, maybe once. But you know, we sitting there talking like we've been knowing each other forever. You know what I'm saying?
No, man, it happens. It happens, man. Good people, man. That's just how it goes. Matter of fact, I have something that I want to give you, man. I don't know if anybody's giving you a prize or a present. Maybe, hopefully, I'm the first one. I'm gonna show it to you, and then I'm gonna send it to you.
Okay.
Every time you do your intro, when you big tank Hank, I just going to go.
Oh, hey, look, and you don't even have a clue, man. Arnold Schwarzenegger. No, I'm lying. Lou Ferrigno. Back in the day when I was a little fella, man. Dukes of Hazzard's Incredible Hulk. I'm waiting for Incredible Hulk because that finished my night, dude. All growing up, I had the big plastic Incredible Hulk, action figures. I had the stretchy Incredible Hulk. Yeah.
Right on.
Hey, I appreciate that, man.
Hey,
I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's hologrammed out too. So like the fist comes out and everything. So get up in your fish room from the biz. So a little time to say thank you, man. I really appreciate it.
Hey, man. Hey, thank you, man. Thank you very much. Hey, look, the veins in my forehead poking out.
Don't get him angry. He gets real angry when he's angry.
You won't like him when he's angry. Hey. Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much, dude. Hey, that was me at one point, man. When I was 27 or whatever, dude, I was 320 some odd pounds, man. Look, Ergo Silverback, name of the. Oh man,
Absolutely.
I was.
Absolutely.
Them videos don't show. They don't show. Once upon a time.
I'm glad you decided to use all of that for good.
Yes,
Not
sir.
evil. You would be a formidable opponent.
Yes, sir. And I have a lot of conversations with cats at the prison, man. Like I tell them, I had a whole lot of opportunities to do other than.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of opportunities, man. And I tell them, I said, I don't ask them what they did.
Mm-hmm.
I said, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
I never. Only way I'm gonna ask what they did if it is pertinent to the conversation,
Mm-hmm.
I will. It's obvious to me that they have to tell me in order for us to go farther with the conversation. But for the most part, it's like, man, it's all about decision. I have a video that's gonna drop here pretty soon. One of those inspirational videos that's
Mm-hmm.
about decisions. Everything, dude, is about a decision you made. And I just couldn't. I saw too much, friends locked up, friends dead, again, little country town boy, but I still had my little old taste of certain things,
It's a fact. It's a fact.
I was a guy walking down the street after the club with my buddies who I know sold dope, and dope fiend rented somebody's car that looks like a police car. It turns the corner and I'm running with them.
What?
I'm like, man, why you? But I knew the answer. No,
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't selling anything, but I was
Mm-hmm.
with them.
Yeah.
So God forbid the police had caught me. Oh, they would have, I would have. 30 years later, I'm getting out of prison and hadn't done anything.
Man, it happens. I think it happens more often than not.
Yes, it definitely does. So I was like, man, no.
That birds of a feather thing.
Hey, Sean Tynes in the. Hey, y'all be surprised. Me and Sean, we didn't cover a lot of ground, man. Sean would come to visit my house. Now Sean is white. This is important to tell this conversation. Sean is white. He's my brother. I think we twins. But Sean would be coming to my house. And, I was young, just moving out and living in my own place. So the neighborhood wasn't the best. Police pulled him over one day. They asked him where he was going.
Mm-hmm.
He says, I'm going to my friend's house. And they proceed to tell him who I am.
They told him who you were?
When I say I have done nothing, let me stop. I used to raise pit bulls, and you know what pit bulls were used for once upon a time. I'll say that much. Everybody's got those things. But, I mean, for the most part, they told him who I was. I'm like, man, why are they? I'm not doing anything for them to be. But it was the people that for God's sakes, I grew up with them. These are people from little kid to grown. I knew them.
Yeah.
Cub Scouts, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. I tell my students that you're going to meet some people and your crew that you hung with, you go separate ways at some point in time, man, end up doing separate things. And you got to figure out who you really are, because you trying to be somebody, it ain't going to work out like that.
Yep.
It ain't going to work out like that. Yeah. Sean said they weren't white police officers.
They weren't white police officers. Hey, that's even worse, dude.
Man.
Hey, I'm telling you, that's a character right there, man. That Rascal, he is a character.
Yeah, man, it sounds like a lot of fun, man. When they open up this country for real, for real, where I feel comfortable enough, because I got too much family around here to be messing around.
Yeah,
but I gotta come check Texas out, man. Y'all got some good stuff going on, man. I'll kick it with you.
I can say, being down here, I see the worst. But in comparison to a lot of people, because I've met, just me being who I am, I've met a lot of people from a lot of different places. Texas is the most loving that I've found. Yes, you got bad actors everywhere.
Yeah, for sure.
Our bad actors is going to welcome you in, Hey, how you doing? Where you from? Or they'll tell you where you're from.
You know what, Hank? know I showed you Incredible Hulk, but this your last time you had Batman on.
Oh, I got about 5 different ones.
Now, would you rather?
No, the Hulk.
Hulk is the one.
The Hulk. Hey,
All right.
did you notice what kind of dogs I mentioned that I used to own?
Pit.
You notice a bull
Roddy.
looks like that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Roddy's. You had okay.
American Bulldogs. I've always been. You remember He-Man?
I do.
I had every He-Man character.
Me too.
As a young fella, I was all about muscle.
Yeah. That's what I figured. I picked the right one in the first place.
Yep. Oh, let me message from my wife on here. Hold on. Let me see. Oh, that was to me.
Don't cry.
Yeah, I just looked up and saw him because I'm a big old. My grandmother called me her water baby. She said I got a water head because what I'm not afraid to do is allow myself to experience emotion.
Mm.
Happy for me are tears.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a jump up and down hoorah person like by nature. I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
And people will see, like some of the energy, the vibes that I give, you would think that. I'm not. I'm no ways that person. But a better way to describe it. Do you know the difference between joy and happiness?
Mm-mm.
Joy and happiness are like twins.
Okay.
They're like twins. Happiness is predicated on what's outside of you.
Joy is inside.
Joy is inside. So anything that would make somebody else happy, it comes from another direction with me. And it's the hairs raise up on my arms. I can feel it now talking about it. My face gets flushed.
Sure.
And I cry.
That's what's up.
They be like, "Are you okay? You okay?" I mean, I'm fine. Man, I just shared a minute story. Then I'm gonna get off here because I said I was leaving. A unit that I'm actually about to go back to because I'm having an interview on Monday. My old captain found me, called me, and asked me if I want to come back home. And that's where I started the prison thing. I'm about to go back there. But when I left 2 years ago, my last count, you have counts every two or so hours. You have to count, make sure all you guys are present. My last count on my last day at that facility, one of the guys was like, "Hold on, Big A," because that's what they call me, Big A. We got something for you. Mm-hmm. They gave me this card. I should have, if I'd have known this conversation was gonna go here, I would have brought it in here and showed it on the screen. They bought me this card in commissary. There was about 30 signatures on it. Under every signature, they wrote something that I said, something I did. Everybody.
That's big.
Man, they laid hands on me and prayed. Not
That's
saying I'm a big believer of the laying on of hands part, but I can understand what it is energy wise. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, it's a representative. I'm big on energy too. I feed. I can sense energy. I almost can see aura sometimes.
Yeah. Look, sometimes I can walk by people, dude, and not look at them and just feel this heat.
Yeah.
And not look and see what's
was
going
that?
on over there. But it happens. And I'm not close enough to where I should actually be feeling body heat.
Mm-hmm.
But it happens. But yeah, these guys laid on the hands, dude, shed tears. Prison. Prison. We talking about convicts. Man, what am I gonna do without you here? And I say, what you gonna do is what you've been doing, because I'm only a piece. I'm only a piece.
That's big, man. That means a lot.
You see how I'm being sent back there?
Mm-hmm.
That's 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them same people is gonna actually be there. I didn't think I was gonna go back.
That's big, man.
But yeah, man,
that lasts a lifetime, man. Some people don't get that in their life, and that's big. That's big. I see some of my students. They got kids and they're married, and they didn't think that they was going to do it. they were like, you know what, Mr. Clark, it was because of you chasing me around the room and snatching me up and sitting me down in that seat and letting me know, man, that I need to get this done. It just resonated with me, man. I'm doing so good now on my own business. I do this, I do that. It's like you always had it in you, man. You just had to see it for yourself. But they like 26 now, make me feel super old. I'll be 40 October 8th. Yeah, so
I'll be 49 in April, man.
Okay, all right, yeah. So,
hey, man, hey, dude, look, I commend you for being you. And see, I'm the kind of person that wakes up every day knowing the truth, but expecting things to be different. Expecting for that to be the day.
Mm-hmm.
I don't hold grudges. Oh, pardon my French, but you can piss me off to the highest level of pistivity today. I will go to sleep. I don't lose sleep on anything. I will go to sleep, wake up tomorrow, and treat you like we did beforehand. Now, I don't know if there's some tension, but you'll see that I
let it go. Yeah. That tension causes stress, and stress kills. I'm the same way. It'll roll right off my back. It'll roll right off the back. I'm a Libra too. Like, I don't know if anybody believes in the zodiac. I don't really do either, but I do love reading it just for kicks. And when I do read it, I find all the good stuff and like, yeah, that's me. But it says we're fun loving and we enjoy people. We're party people and crowd pleasers, and we can take it. We can take hits, and we can take hits and just kind of like, but slow to take offense. But when it happens, I'm done, and I won't retaliate, but I'll just be done. I'll be done. And my silence, especially knowing me, if you know me and how I am and how I like to talk to people and get people involved and do all that, and I don't do that with you anymore, that's enough to just be like, hey, man.
It's obvious. That's me. That's me. And I tell people all the time, especially my guys at the prison, I say, you trip every day, but every day I show up saying something to you.
Mm-hmm.
Man, get over here. Dude, put your shirt on. Man, sit down. Man, why you late? That day you show up and I'm like this, you know what happened.
Yeah. I
have people in the world that when I say I do not care for them, but they have no idea. Because if they talk to me, I'm going to sit there and I'm going to give them everything I got. Whatever they're looking for, I'm going to pour it into them. And guess what, though? Afterwards, I'll feel different about them.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not going to hold nothing from them like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I keep them where I can see them until if they step to me and allow for that interaction to go down, I'm not going to let them down.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I just won't do it.
I feel that.
Well, we're going to get off here, man. We're going to get off of here.
Hey, listen. Hey, I really appreciate you, man. Thank you for putting me on your platform. And it's great talking to you and getting to know you a little bit better and just feeling that energy from you. I've seen it on the videos and I've seen your lives. And I was like, man, look, this whole time I've been like, man, I'm on with Hank, man. This is about to be a blast, dude. So I appreciate it.
Hey, and I'm gonna give you your flowers while you're live. This has been my best stream to me. And to anybody that's been on my streams, I'm talking to them there in the replays, or if you're in the thread, don't take that personal. All of my streams have been good. I've enjoyed them, but there was a connection here, man. This was, nothing is by chance. I don't believe anything is by chance, dude.
Sure.
Nothing. Nothing.
Right.
And I've been anticipating because I watch your videos, and every now and then, see, I got to where my schedule is. I can't go to your stream no more. But I would pop in on your stream, saying, "Let something here, that, other." You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But back then, I'm like, man,
I've been down for about 2 months on my live, just getting stuff together. So I hadn't did a Monday night stream in a while now. me and the wife were trying to make sure that we got this thing together, and then I have my other two kids from my previous marriage, and we just getting stuff together. COVID hits, and I just had to take a chance. I had to take a second, man. Had to take a second. So
that's definitely understood, man. That's definitely understood.
Man, but now it's seeming like I'm gonna be able to kind of jump back in there and throw some stuff out there. So we'll see how it goes, man.
Most definitely did, Fred, man. Hey, in total agreement.
Right on, Fred. Appreciate you.
But all right, y'all, we're gonna get out of here.
All right.
Hey, y'all, on the rewatch of this replay, like, comment, subscribe. Hey, share those inspirational videos. The fish ones, I don't care about them being shared. Hey, just enjoy them. Share those other ones, please. Those videos are for everybody. Sometimes we can get a little selfish. You know, we'll take in, we'll partake. Hey, I really needed that, and we move on. Realize somebody else needs it also. Somebody else they need it also. This stream is an extended hug. You know, I love y'all. Y'all be good. Man, you have you a wonderful day, a wonderful night. The rest of your night. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. Peace.
All right.
All right, y'all. Y'all be good now. And we out.